Hi, I'm Bunny Bunny, and today I'll be doing my rants and reviews and rating my top 9 favorite cartoons and adult cartoons that premiered this year. Some of them may look familiar, and some of them y'all may love, and some of them you may not love. But just to be clear, these are my opinions. Y'all don't have to have the same opinions as me. But yeah, I'll be doing a top 9 favorite best cartoons and adult cartoons of 2020. This whole year has been a hassle, mainly because it's COVID-19 stuff. But that's besides the point. But that didn't stop animation from being done and being amazing. But anyway, let's get right into it. Okay, number 9 is Duncanville, the show created by Amy Poehler, Mike Scully, and Julie Scully that premiered on Fox on February 16, 2020 this year. And I gotta tell you something, this series is pretty good. I'm actually into the season, even though the first season is only 11 episodes. Yeah, the character Duncan is so relatable, especially as a teenager. Yeah, this series is just so amazing. The humor and charminess of the show is kind of what's appealing to us viewers. Yeah, it's like Bob's Burgers and the Simpsons, similar charminess, but only has original storyline and original premise. Yeah, and I heard it's even renewed for a second season, as I mentioned before this year, and it's probably gonna come back in spring of 2021, as Hulu has hinted at, and I can't wait. I just can't wait, and I bet y'all can't wait too. Okay, now on to the number 8 spot. Yes, now for the number 8 spot, we got Solar Opposites, the show created by the same creator who created the popular Adult Swim series Rick and Morty. Solar Opposites is the new Hulu series that premiered on May 8, 2020. And I gotta say something. This series is pretty decent. Much like Rick and Morty, I actually love it. The humor and the storyline, the premise is just like Rick and Morty, but only has different storylines. Yeah, that's why I love it so much. I'm not really into this series like Rick and Morty, but it's still a good series. This series just handles things differently from Rick and Morty, but it's in the same style as Rick and Morty, and it has different characters, but it's amazing. Okay, you guys have to check it out. The first season only has 8 episodes and already renewed for a second season, which I assume might be coming out next year in 2021, but we'll just have to wait till see. Okay, now for the number 7 spot. Okay, for the next number 7 spot, we got J.J. Villard's Fairy Tales, created by J.J. Villard, the creator himself, who previously created King Star King in 2014 and was even nominated for an Emmy Award for that series. Unlike that, yeah. For you see, this series premiered on May 10, 2020, and I gotta tell you something. This series is actually pretty amazing. One of the better Adult Swim shows I actually like, besides Rick and Morty and Robot Chicken. But those are not shows of 2020. I'm talking about shows of this show of 2020. I've been binge watching this show on Adult Swim like non-stop, and I actually pretty love this series, even though the first season only has 6 episodes. I love all the episodes, especially Boy Punzo, Little Red Riding Hood, and the Goldilocks Massacre. Yeah, this series is just amazing. You guys gotta check it out though. It may seem like it's garbage, but trust me, it's amazing. The animation style is, the character design is amazing. The animation style is amazing. Just that the walking kind of mimics South Park a little bit, but regardless, it's still an amazing series. And I do gotta give credit to J.J. Villard for making this series. Yeah. And I can't wait for this to come back for the season 2 if Adult Swim even renews it in time, because you know how Adult Swim has a similar strategy. But yeah, anyway, let's get on to the number 6 spot. And also, one more thing before I get to the number 6 spot, I just want to say this series is animated by Cartoon Network Studios, which I actually love. It helps that it's animated at Cartoon Network Studios for Adult Swim. Anyway, yeah, let's get on to the number 6 spot. I'm rambling on. Now for the number 6 spot, we got Central Park, created by the same creator of Bob's Burgers, which is Lauren Butchard. Yeah, this series premiered on Apple TV on May 29, 2020. And I gotta tell you something. The show is amazing. The animation style is just the same as Bob's Burgers. And the songs that they actually written for the show, it's just amazing. The songs and the humor and everything like that, it's just amazing. It's just so amazing. And it's actually pretty catchy too. And unlike Bob's Burgers, this year's show doesn't rely too heavily on let's just say comedy. I mean, it still does comedy in the same fashion as Bob's Burgers, but does it a little bit different. It actually has songs. They focus more entirely on songs. Yeah, I actually love this series. I've seen the first 2 episodes of the first season. And the character designs is just the same as Bob's Burgers, as I mentioned before. Again, and I can't wait to see it come back for the 2nd season next year, I'm assuming. Yeah, this series is amazing. Y'all just gotta check it out, man. Central Park is just amazing. Yeah, I hope it comes back for another season or 2. Now it's on for the number 5 spot. Okay, for the number 5 spot, we got Adventure Time: Distant Lands. This series premiered on HBO Max in June or May. I don't know. I don't remember when that show premiered, but yeah, it follows up to the series finale of Adventure Time. Yeah, if y'all loved Adventure Time, y'all gonna love this series. And here's my thoughts. This show is amazing. Just like Adventure Time, I love it. It's more like a spin-off of Adventure Time. Even though I wouldn't call it a spin-off, but regardless, I love this series. It's just amazing, okay? Even though I don't got HBO Max, I've seen a couple of episodes on Watch Cartoon List. Yeah, this series is amazing. I just love it. End of story. Okay, now for the number 4 spot. Now for the number 4 spot, we got The Midnight Gospel, created by Pendleton Ward, who created the one and only Adventure Time. The Midnight Gospel premiered in January of 2020 this year, and I gotta say something. This series is pretty good. It has a different animation style from Adventure Time and Bravest Warriors, but regardless, this series is amazing. It's just so trippy, and it's just but it's trippy in a good way. It's on Netflix, by the way, as I forgot to mention. This series is just I can't really get into the series, but it's still a pretty good show. Still a pretty good show in my opinion. Yeah, it's on Netflix. You just gotta check it out to see for yourselves. Okay, now off to the number 3 spot. I'm assuming. Okay, now for the number 3 spot, we got The Owl House. I don't know who created this series, but it premiered on Disney of this year. And I gotta tell you something. This series is actually pretty good. It's like a spiritual Gravity Falls, how they handle situation. Only difference is with this series, they handle such big. I'm not gonna spoil anything for this series, just in case you haven't actually watched it yet. But it's on Disney. It's on the Disney Channel or Disney XD. I don't know when this channel's on. I barely watch the show, but it's amazing. Okay, you're just gonna be blown away by the premise and characters and the storyline and the plots of each episode. Yeah, this series is just amazing. Okay, now on to the number 2 spot. Okay, now for the second part, the number 2 part is YOLO Crystal Fantasy, which premiered somewhere in August of 2020 of this year, and I got on Adult Swim. And I gotta tell you something. This series is actually pretty funny, man. The 2 characters are funny. The 2 female characters are funny, and I just love it. The series is created by Joan Cusack, who does bumpers and promos for Adult Swim in the past. And I just actually love this series. The second new series to premiere in 2020 after J.J. Villard's fairy tale. The humor is funny, the character is funny, the voice acting is funny. It's just amazing. You just gotta check out the series. Okay, now it's on to the number 1 spot. Now, last but not least, the number one best, I mean freaking best cartoon to premiere in 2020 that took 3 years to make. It's a spiritual successor to a Cartoon Network series that ended 3 years ago. Without further ado, is Close Enough, created by regular show creator J.G. Quotel. This regular show which premiered 10 years ago. And I gotta tell you, Close Enough, I love this series. This series was supposed to come out on TBS, but I don't know what happened. But it just so it premiered on HBO Max. I gotta love you. And I love the series. I love the series. I freaking love it. This series is just so amazing. It's just like regular show. The humor is just, even though it doesn't feature characters from regular show, but it is close enough. The animation style is just like regular show. The premise and humor is just like regular show, only it's an adult theme. And they have lots, and J.J. Quotel has a lot more freedom to do a lot more adult themes for this show. Yeah, I just gotta check it out because this is amazing. It's on HBO Max. Okay, this show is just like regular show. End of story. Okay, you're just gonna love it because if you love regular show, you're gonna love Close Enough. Yeah, you know who else loves Close Enough? My mom. You know how I did a Muscle Man quote from regular show? Yeah. Anyway, guys, just check out Close Enough. It's the number one best cartoon of 2020. Oh man. And that was my top 9 best cartoons of 2020. Even though this year was the worst year possible, it was definitely not the worst year for animation in general that debuted this year. And I can't wait to see how things take place in 2021 with new adult animation and regular kids animation. Probably not as bad, but that's besides the point. Anyway, 2020 has some of the best cartoons. In my next video, I'm gonna be doing well, I doubt I'll be doing any worst cartoons of 2020, because there's literally not one worst show I don't like, with the exception of Hoops, which I did a rant on last month, but that's besides the point. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, what are your best cartoons that premiered in 2020? Post a comment below. And yeah, that's it. Goodbye. More plush videos coming soon, more video game videos coming soon, and like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the post notification when new videos come. Okay, see you guys in the next video.